Hi guys, so today's video is all about my art. Art is something that is so influential in my life, and it has been requested by you guys that I do a video on it. Art and YouTube are my two main hobbies, and if I'm not doing schoolwork or YouTube, I'm always doing art. Art is a way that I express myself, and it's a way for me to find a deeper meaning in life. Art is something that I'm considering going into, and it's so important to me. I wanted to share this side of my life with you guys so you get to know me as an artist better. This is a picture from a local show that I was in, and this is a sketch in my diary and a little elephant. So this is my first piece that I'm showing you, and it's called Two Men. It basically signifies friendship and showing how even in a desolate place you can have good things going on. It's done in chalk pastel, and I did it about a year and a half ago. It's definitely one of my favorite pieces that I've ever done, so I'm very proud of how this one turned out. This next piece is a duck named Wallace. I did this duck while I was at an art camp this summer. He was a porcelain duck and we just painted him. He is in oil and there is a pink underpainting underneath him. He took me a very long time to do, and he helped me gain a lot of technical skills with that. I don't know why I just did that, I'm sorry. But that's Wallace. This piece is supposedly a self-portrait, but I don't really think it looks like me very much at all. It was painted in one tone. That was the assignment. I call her a green witch because she was a witch to paint, and she kind of looks like a witch as well. But that's that piece. This next piece is a self-portrait that looks a little bit more like me, and basically the whole premise of this piece was to do black and white and then a piece of food in color, and we were eating it. So I am eating an apple, and it's a pretty basic piece, but I think it was a nice drawing of the face. My hand looks a little bit weird, but other than that, I do like this piece. This next piece was kind of washed out because of the lighting, but I did this summer during my free time. And it's basically a doll who has been trapped by a wire. I really like drawing dolls and everything doll-like, as you probably can see. I think they're so interesting because they are the perfect epiphany of someone who is covering up their emotions, and this doll is trapped even though she's supposedly perfect and supposedly put together. As I mentioned, I like dolls, so this is another doll. I did this at the beginning of last year. Basically, she's a doll. It's mixed media, so there is actual lace on it, and there is ink in it, and there's watercolor in it, and Sharpie in it. It was definitely a fun experience to draw, and once again, it talked about the inner meanings of what a doll really is. This is a etching of some roses that I did during the printmaking class this summer. Etching is the pain in the neck to do, but I think it produced a really, really nice effect for these little flowers. I really like how they looked. I love drawing roses. It's pretty right there, but roses are definitely one of my favorite things to draw. And I have how to draw them down pat, so I think it looks pretty nice. This is another piece I did at my summer camp, and it is called Layered Feelings. It was a 3-layered block print. I think this turned out really, really nicely, and I'm very happy with what it looks like. It once again is supposed to be a self-portrait, but I think it just looks like an awesome girl. This is definitely one of my favorite pieces I've done. This is a oil painting. I did it about a week before my show last year because I needed to up the number of pieces I had. This piece is a really nice piece, and it was actually pretty simple to do. So I definitely like this one. I saw Bub's Beauty do a piece like this, so it inspired me to make one for my own. This piece is in oil, by the way. This is another landscape I did. I did this in art class last year. It is an acrylic landscape. I call it Irish lullabies because I really like how the sky turned out. It's not the most realistic piece, but that wasn't what I was going for. I think this is a very nice kind of emotional landscape. So I definitely like this one. This piece I'm kind of iffy about. I'm not sure if I like it that much. It's basically called Cotton Space. I have this deer head. I like the deer skull, but I'm not a big fan of the guy. It's kind of odd. It's not really something that I would typically do. So I'm kind of contemplating whether or not to put it in my college portfolio, but I have some time before I have to decide. It's oil, and I'm sorry I'm not holding it up straight. I don't know what I was thinking with this one. This is another oil painting, and it is a landscape of a nice little countryside up in New England. I think this piece turned out pretty nicely. It's pretty picturesque, nothing too special. Um, yeah. This piece is a graphite pencil drawing of some roses, basic roses. I got a picture from a calendar, and that is where this piece is from. I really like the rose in the top left corner. I like how it's not really fully developed, but it's just a suggestion. I really enjoy how that was done. Um, yeah. This piece is literally huge, so I can't really hold it, but it is in chalk pastel, and it's a bird's eye view um, still life. I did it in school last year. It was my final project, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. There are definitely some areas that I would like to continue working on, but for right now, I think it turned out nicely. And then I thought I would add in my work in progress currently. It's kind of inspired by Halloween, so it's a skull. I think it'll look pretty cool. And if you guys ever want to see what it looks like when it's finished, I can definitely do like an updated art video in the future. But I like this piece because it's kind of like fun and Halloweeny, so I hope it turns out nice in the end. I cannot thank you guys enough for taking the time to watch this video and to look at something that is so deeply involved in my life. And as an artist, I always want to know how I can improve. So let me know and comment your favorite piece in the down bar down below or whatever. Thank you.